Harare, Zimbabwe's political temperature is rising sharply as the bitter rift between President Emmerson Mnangagwa and Vice President Constantino Chiwenga moves closer to a full-blown power confrontation. Inside ZANU-PF, what was once whispered in corridors is now being openly fought in public speeches, strategic leaks, and factional maneuvering, a showdown that could reshape Zimbabwe's entire power structure. At the heart of this battle is a classic struggle for control, Mnangagwa's determination to consolidate his grip on the ruling party versus Chiwenga's ambition, or perhaps his survival instinct to resist being sidelined. According to senior insiders, Chiwenga's camp has been quietly rallying support through a range of tactics. Moral appeals to party legitimacy, invoking his revolutionary credentials, leveraging support from more veterans, and leaning on loyal elements within the security forces. More recently, whispers have also emerged about the possibility of coordinated disruptions, including mass protests or military alignments, if the confrontation deepens. Mnangagwa's faction, meanwhile, appears to be moving just as decisively by pushing constitutional amendments, embedding loyalists into key structures, and using both state and party machinery. The president seems determined to neutralize any internal challenge before it grows too big. If Chiwenga fails to gather enough institutional or force backing, political observers warn the consequences could be devastating for him. He could be sidelined quietly, removed from power, or even prosecuted under allegations of treason and incitement. Such a move would not only end his political career, but also send a chilling message to any other potential dissenters within ZANU. In this scenario, the party would become more monolithic, a single power center revolving around Mnangagwa. Dissent would be crushed more easily, decision-making would tighten at the top, and party mechanisms could be re-engineered to further concentrate power in the presidency. But consolidation comes at a cost. Legitimacy will suffer. The ruling structure may appear stronger on the outside, but internally, it will be more brittle. Cracks could deepen quietly, giving the opposition and civil society more room to exploit those fractures. Political analysts say that if Mnangagwa's faction overplays its hand, the current internal crisis could transform into a broader governance crisis, or even trigger a negotiated transition. State stability is threatened. This is not just a power struggle between two men, it's a tipping point. If Mnangagwa succeeds, Zimbabwe could see a more entrenched and authoritarian system where dissent inside ZANU-PF is nearly impossible. But if Chiwenga resists effectively, or if cracks widen too far, it could accelerate fragmentation and weaken Mnangagwa's hold on power. The situation escalated further after Mnangagwa reportedly accused Chiwenga of incitement and treason, a charge that carries grave implications. This is not political theater anymore. It's an existential fight for control of the state and the party. Observers say the president's accusations are part of a calculated strategy to isolate Chiwenga, delegitimize him politically, and lay the groundwork for decisive action. His faction is likely testing whether the vice president has the institutional strength or military support to withstand the pressure. For Zimbabwe, the stakes are high. Political instability could paralyze governance, disrupt economic programs, and push the country deeper into crisis. Alternatively, if Mnangagwa tightens his grip too hard, Zimbabwe could drift into a hardened form of authoritarian rule, with less space for dissent, debate, or internal party democracy. However, history shows that brittle systems can collapse suddenly if they fail to adapt. If Mnangagwa miscalculates, or if Chiwenga manages to rally enough resistance, this confrontation could open the door to broader political realignment, reshaping the country's leadership and future direction. As the showdown edges closer, both factions appear unwilling to back down. With the annual ZANU-PF conference and key political gatherings looming, analysts warn that the next few weeks could be decisive. Will the president crush internal opposition and emerge stronger, or will Chiwenga's faction prove more resilient than expected, setting the stage for an unprecedented split? Zimbabwe stands on the brink of a political inflection point, a moment that could define its governance, stability, and power structure for years to come.